Шановні колеги, ми продовжуємо.
We continue our working day, and now I give the floor to Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Chief Intelligence Department Representative Vadym Skybytskyi. Good afternoon, everyone. And now to your attention is current situation and tendencies on the temporarily occupied areas of Donetsk and Luhansk regions during the week. So the main developments in the region were attempts to force out ATO forces in the region of Avdiivka, rotation of servicemen of regular forces of Russian Federation in the occupied territories of Ukraine, organization of training of commanders of 1st and 2nd Army Corps with the use of ATO experience, and also they started training of occupied forces in the territory of Ukraine. They also carry out reconnaissance activities with the use of air drones. Also, they accumulate weapons and military equipment, fuel, lubricants, and other means that are delivered from the territory of Russian Federation. On the 1st of May, in 1st and 2nd Army Corps of Central Territorial District, rotation started of commanders. And this process is done with the help of units of forces of Russian Federation. Names of servicemen that are planned to be rotated from the territory of Ukraine and the numbers of units are shown on slides. So these are the officers of 18th, 19th, 20th, 33rd, 34th detached motorized brigades, 102 and 7th military bases, and 336th Brigade of Marines of Baltic Fleet. Timur Kurilkin, Major Roman Davidyan, Captain Kirill Furashov, Major Zalibek Mumayev, and others. So the officers of these units and servicemen, they will come to the occupied territory of our state. Also of importance in the course of rotation is continuation of duty trips of those servicemen whose time of stay is expired. So they select carefully those servicemen who are going to serve in 1st and 2nd Army Corps. They prefer to recruit former servicemen or mercenaries who are of Ukrainian origin or who stay here for a long time. And there can be a wave of some people who will come to Ukraine and will be presented as local residents. They provide some benefits to these people. The main is increased remuneration, promotion, also free access to military academies, including General Staff Academy of the Russian forces, and also the place of further service. And that is of importance to Russian servicemen because now they are planning to deploy some troops in the Arctic region. Chief Intelligence Department continues to fix the participation of Russian servicemen in the military actions in the occupied east of Ukraine. And deputy commander was appointed. He is Mykola Yurievich Yefimov. He was born in 1957 in Ulyanovsk. He was recommended directly by the head of department, Mikhail Vyacheslav Smeltsov. The main task of Yefimov is to create new ideological basis for psychological training of 1st and 2nd Army Corps, and also to influence the residents of Donbas. They want to use populism and to inform people and to disseminate the ideas of Russian peace, federalization, and other harmful ideas.
Despite active and intensive activities on recruiting new staff in the 1st and 2nd Army Corps see a decrease in number of staff. The requests, many soldiers write and submit requests seeking resignation. The main reasons are lower motivation to serve in the Russian occupational troops, low salaries and delayed salaries, and also numerous human losses, which is of influence on mental state of the enemy. Since the 1st of May this year, the enemy's losses, human losses, are at least 20 casualties and 50 wounded, including 13 casualties and 23 wounded Russian officers. Recently, the number of casualties and severely wounded persons is a result of blowing up on their own mines and also lost maps of minefields. We should know that the severely wounded persons, these severe wounds have influence on the moral and psychological condition of the military men and their families. For example, Ilyas Itiev is an officer of internal troops of the Russian Federation. He tripped a mine on 16th January 2015, and despite of timely surgical operation and long-term treatment, he needs new operation, surgical intervention, and also medical treatment. After the main holidays, during 1 week, the enemy conducted 142 fire incidents. In previous week, 80. The enemy resumed to use 122 millimeter caliber howitzers near Avdiivka. The intensity of fire continues in Donetsk sector. 76 fire incidents. And during the last week, the security service bodies of Ukraine revealed 43 facts of violation of Minsk agreements, 11 facts with 40 units of 122 caliber millimeter units Grad in the Amrosievka, Gorlievka, Donetsk, Makeyevka, Mineralna, Mius, Novosilievka, Ternova, Yasanovata. 4 units of 300 millimeter calibers installations Smerch in Pervomaysk, and 3 220 millimeter rocket launchers Uragan in Makeyevka. This information was submitted to the OSCE SMM. Russia continues to supply weaponry and military equipment to the mercenaries, and we should also accent on the use of new models of weaponry such as 5 mobile automated complexes layer 2 Tiger. The operators should be qualified and specially trained because such complexes they are available only at the Russian Federation's army. And now the series of questions and answers. Evgen Nazarenko, 1+1 channel. Can you confirm that complex Zhito has been destroyed in Ukrainian territory? I don't have such information. Maybe the general staff has this kind of information. Are there any more questions? No, we don't have any more questions. Thank you, Mr. Skybytskyi. And the next briefing